Hey everybody, welcome to Bestie Book Reviews. I'm here in person with my bestie Mandy.
And I am also here in person with my bestie Jessica.
Yeah. So this is another one of our Beyond the Reader author event videos where we highlight some of the authors that are going to be at the event in June of 2025. So just like we're at this event this weekend, we'll be there for that. So
yes.
Yeah, so we have a couple of authors each. We have 4 authors each, I think, to highlight and talk about. So
let's get started.
Let's do it. So the first author I have is Elyse Kelly. And one thing that Mandy suggested we do this time, and it actually worked out really well, is we reached out to the authors that we were going to be talking about and asked them about their books and about them as authors. So I had 2 of my authors respond and 2 that hadn't yet, but Elyse did, and this was great. So she said that she writes smutty novellas, that she really likes getting to the meat of things, like to the smut and the happily ever after. And so that is what she writes. That is what her books are known for. She said she likes to get to the good part within a few hours. And so that is what she's giving you. And her books span several subgenres. She said MC, Why Choose, rom-com, small town, etc. And that each series has a different vibe, but they go from like a Hallmark smut to darker smut. So she has all sorts. But yeah, that is what she said. She guarantees her readers to have a good time. So always have an HEA and always has the spice and the smut. So that is what she writes.
Okay. So my first author is C.M. Smith. And she says this is going to be her second time at BRAE. And it is her favorite place to be. I thought that was really cool. So she writes sexy, small town suspense with humor and heart. She says you're going to need tissue, but you're also going to laugh because she writes plenty of snark.
Ooh.
I know, right? Okay. Up there, right? So she has 2 complete series. So you could start with Trusting Heart or Love Comes Home. Trusting Heart is the first book in her Briar Mountain series, and it's about 4 sisters who are finding their Hias while dealing with the older sister coming home after getting away from her abusive husband.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
Okay, so then she also has a spinoff, which is the Love Comes Home series, and it's Second Chance, Protector, Found Family, and then Light MC. There's family and a family secrets woven into the story. She also likes to put some Easter eggs in there as well. So she says she's kind of more of a palate cleanser, although she doesn't write dark romance. There are a little bit of dark elements in there, but she has funny moments as well. And there's a Christmas festival.
Oh, Christmas. Perfect for this time of year.
And she's not opposed to seeing the bad guys bite it. And then personally, she's also a mom of 3 boys like me.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay. When she said bad guys bite it, I was like, wait, I read dark romance. I'm all about the bad boys. Why would they bite it? And then I understood. That took me a second. Slow this morning. Okay, so the next author that I have is Alex Greyson. I am so excited to see Alex Greyson. She wrote The Wild Man, which Mandy and I both read this year.
Yes.
I loved it. I loved it so much. So she said, she never knows what to say in these things. Obviously, I probably wouldn't either when somebody reached out to me. But she said her tagline says a lot about her writing, and her tagline is therapy required romance. And she said just simply because she likes to torture her readers. And I can appreciate that as a reader. I do like when authors torture me. So as far as I asked her what her recommendations would be for someone who hadn't read her, there's obviously The Wild Man. That is dark. That is not going to be for everyone. It's a lot of non-con and dub-con situations. So I get that. I loved it. I thought it was great. But she also recommends Beautiful Chaos. She said, but you have to go into that with an open mind. And then she said, holy plot twist. And I actually have that downloaded on my Kindle to read. And I was like, oh. So I need to get to that. But for beginners, she said that's a tough one. It depends if you have triggers. If no triggers, then you can start with her Retribution for a series and Beautiful Chaos for a standalone. So Retribution series or Beautiful Chaos. And then if you have triggers, she said, Dear Link. It sounds like it's a stalker romance, but still. Yeah. Or Mine. Yep, maybe Mine or Dear Link. So, but she said they're guaranteed to make you cry. If you possess tear ducts, and we have already, I love that phrase, I don't possess tear ducts. You do.
I do.
Yeah. So I understand what she meant by that. I love that.
Wow.
Good.
Okay, so my next author is L.M. Mountford, and he says that the most interesting thing is that he's a male romance author and he's also English. And so he writes a wide selection of smutty romance, his words.
Okay.
But I could say I read one of his books. It was one of the mafia ones, Reckless. And yes, it is very smutty, spicy. So also when I was kind of perusing through, it looks like most of them are novellas, or at least where I was looking, I was finding mostly novellas. So if you're looking for a shorter, spicy time, there you go.
Okay.
Lots of books there.
All right. So my next author is one that I didn't get to hear from, unfortunately, but that is Jenna Jacob. So Jenna writes, I mean, she kind of writes across the board. She writes her most popular book is Embracing My Submission. It's the Dom of Genesis #1. And it looks like she has several in this series. So it looks like she has more of that BDSM type series that is more of her popular series. But she also has a cowboy series. That's the Cowboy Second Chance at Love. So, okay. And there was something else I thought I saw in here. Oh yeah, and a Rockstar series, because she has Rock Me Longer. So, I mean, yeah.
Wide variety there.
There is a wide variety, and they actually look really good. So, it does say here on her Goodreads profile that she is from Kansas. She lives in Kansas. She has 4 grown children, and she has a zany sense of humor. She sounds kind of fun. So, yep. Okay.
Okay, my next author is Cassie Colton. And she says her books must be read in order because there's a story woven through the books. So, and all of her books are on KU. So you would want to start with finding Cassie, and oh my gosh, I just lost my spot. Okay, so starting on November 12th, she's entering Susan Stoker's Special Forces world with her book Rescuing Ryder. So if you've read the Serenity Mountain series, Rescuing Ryder should be read after Tempting Tess.
Okay.
And that Tempting Tess is releasing on October 29th. So some new releases, but it's always good to find authors that are on KU as well.
Exactly.
So lots of choices.
My last author is L.E. Martin. I noticed that she doesn't have a Goodreads profile. So if you're looking for her, that's going to be a little bit more difficult to find her, but she is on Amazon. So I was looking on Goodreads and I was like, where is she? She's not on there. At least I couldn't find her. But she does have, it looks like 13 titles to her name. And one of them is a 9-series MC romance with the newest release that just came out recently. And that is Laying Bare Biker Style, I believe, if I'm reading this correctly. So it has kidnapping. Kidnapping. Some revenge, very steamy. And then it looks like her other series, it looks like a few books that are paranormal. I'm not sure they're vampires or what they are. Because, it looks like they're vampires.
Okay.
So that's kind of mine too. All right.
You have my notes for my last one.
I do have your notes for your last one. So here you go, Flo.
Okay. So my next author is S.R. Watson, and she writes with Ryan Stacks. So they're a USA Today best-selling writing duo. They love writing dark mafia romance.
Oh, I'll need that. Thanks.
But they also write contemporary, new adult, and paranormal romance. Okay, so you can go to their Amazon profile and check out all of their stuff. They say the best place, oh my gosh, what happened? Thank you.
You can't scroll up, it's a picture.
Sorry. Okay, they say the best places to start is with their dark mafia series, The Gallagher Crime Family, or their Forbidden Boss employee romance with BDSM elements, hence the belt.
Oh.
The Playboys Layer Duet, Silas Part 1 and Silas Part 2.
I will be starting with The Gallagher Crime Family.
I know.
Yeah, that's right up my alley right there.
Right
So, yay. All right, guys, so that is 8, technically 9.
Yes.
Authors that will be featured in BRAE. Again, there's still tickets available, so you can meet us in Ohio. And we would love to see you guys there.
Yes.
So
and check out all these great authors too. So even if you can't attend, you can still check out the authors and find some new to you authors, or maybe some of these authors are not new to you. If they're not, tell us in the comments some of your favorites by them as well.
Exactly.
And so we hope you're adding some more books to your TBR.
Always. Yeah, we're not going to apologize for your long TBRs.
No. All right. Make sure to check back on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for new videos from us, and hit that notification button because we do like to drop extra videos during the week.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.